Howdy all with less lives. I think it's time we play a little Better Than Wolves. Alright. So it's getting nighttime. I can't really I could head out. It's not a big deal, I guess. But I definitely don't have the feathers yet for that guy. I need to open the It's a lot of creepers trying to get to me down here. I need to open my trading thing here. Desktop. Trading. Okay, so the priest wants hemp. Got it. One guy wants feathers and one guy wants arrows. I guess the priest is probably the only one I really care about at the moment. So I'll probably just wait for these first batch of pots to finish cooking, and then we'll head out to take a look at things. See what the next thing the priest wants is. Problem is I never know. I never know what he's going to want. But while we're waiting for daytime and those pots to cook, which probably take about the same amount of time, I am going to take a look down here about getting another kiln set up. Well, let's actually look up top. Let's look up top. So I've got a kiln, and I could add another batch of kilns over here. And I could move... I should be able to move, right? Because it's a 9 square. So it's 1, 2, 3. So I have a bunch of space back there I haven't even used yet. Because it's fire, fire, fire. And I could add another batch of bricks in here. And then just move these two over here. And then this pot here, it doesn't matter because it's just over a hibachi. Because I've got the full 9 square, and I could move the... I can move those two guys over, so I don't need a whole new setup to add another thing, I just need to rearrange some things. And it doesn't look like... Alright, this guy's still cooking, I guess. Oh, he's got some feathers in there. Why you got feathers in there? You don't need my feathers. Look, I only need 4 more feathers now. Which means I need a ton more clay. So let's figure this out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's 7. I've got 6 bricks already. So actually I've got 7 bricks already. I don't need anything. I just need to arrange things. Because that guy can count as one of the ones I need. Alright, well, let's, I guess let's start off by removing some of this. Whoops. Not that. I need that in place. Because that's my Mushroomville lights. Oh, and then these are done. Okay, and we'll leave these here. And then I'm going to want to turn off all this fire. Because... No, I said turn off the fire. You stop it. Off, 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 off. No. Off, off. We'll see if that's everything off. Looks like it. Okay. So... I need... Nobody needs piles of dirt. Still need piles of dirt. Don't need piles of stone. Or gravel. One, two, three. So basically, I just need to knock this out. And then knock this out. And this, and this, and that. Nope. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Alright, so that gives me a double kiln. I do think, however, I want to move these here anyways. Let's see. Oh, not quite enough room. Listen. Y'all are nice and everything, but I need some space here for a second. So I'm thinking is if I take this guy and I take this guy. Okay, did I get the lever? I got the lever. And then I'll just move this here. Food, 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 food. Oh, you know what? Food, 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 food. Okay. All right. So that gets that side in place, and then it allows me to get these two, and we'll just go ahead and not do that fast enough. There we go, give me a little spot to stand there, and then that gives me double kiln. Just a simple little rearranging. Okay, let's make sure everybody's facing toward me or to the left. Looks good. Should have lots of fire going over here now. Nice. Awesome. Alright, so I just want to take this hemp then over to my priest and see what he wants next. Because I think I need a day or so for the chickens to, not the chickens, but the chicken pen to recuperate. That squid is, where's he going, man? Why are you there? Where and how are you still alive? How are you not dead? Is water supposed to be flowing down here? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Anyways, let's not get anything done. Oh, I didn't make my concrete. Dang it. That was one of the things that I planned to do before I came back through here. Make up some concrete to dump in this area. Because let me tell you what, when I came back last time, there was a wither skeleton waiting for me. And I got withered. And I almost died. And that is not helpful. Nice easy trek through the Nether. On my Nether railway. Man, I remember, I don't know if it was last world or the world before that one. Trying to find a Nether fortress. Was it a Nether fortress? I don't remember if it was a Nether fortress or a village or what. By this crazy zigzag path that just went for miles through the Nether trying to get someplace. I've lucked out a little bit. I didn't think I would. Because that first tunnel I dug went for, I don't even know, 4,000 blocks, 12,000 blocks in the Nether. Trying to find a village. I found one alright, but I definitely wasn't going back to it. It was too far. It was taking me like 20 minutes to run down the hallway. Okay, I do want to check the couple of rivers that I crossed through and see if there's any clay here. I didn't realize the one was so close. I don't know how much I checked down through here for clay. There's some. sees how I'm always using clay, and I never have enough. And if I'm going to make a nice big wheat field, then... Although I'm not sure I need a big wheat field so much as I just need to remember to unplant, harvest the wheat, not the wheat, the straw. Let's see. That goes back in the desert. That doesn't help me. I don't see any clay in there. I only got 32 pieces. That's not bad. I guess I do need a bunch of new pots is the deal, because for whatever reason my wheat is not growing inside my automated farm, which I don't understand why not. The hemp grows there, so I don't know why the wheat won't grow there. That would have been the other river. Yes, yes, let's just fling ourselves into the water. There's a lot of chewed up over here. I don't see any animals, though. Come on, go around the corner. Ooh, we got some clay here right on the edge of this darkness. Makes me so nervous. I hate getting grabbed by squid. Give me a nice shallow river with some clay in it. Here's some. I don't need none of this squid deep river. Speaking of squid, made me think I've been watching this Squid Game, which is very violent, although I enjoy that. It's kind of like man, what is the name of that show? It's basically the same thing as oh man. Alice in Wonderland? Not the American fairy tale Alice in Wonderland. I guess that's British, right? Lewis Carroll, is he British? Not that one, but there was a Japanese show called Alice in Wonderland. Now that's clay, but that's a little deeper than I'm willing to go, I think. Was kind of the same premise. Sort of. Not really, I guess. Squid Game is people who are on their at the end of their rope, I guess you'd say. Gamblers who owe more money than they can pay, people diagnosed with a terminal illness, stuff like that, are offered a contract and to play a game, and if they win the game, they get a lot of money. And then the contract they sign is a waiver to bodily autonomy. And the games are children's games, but the losers die. And so um, ooh, double hemp, nice. I didn't bring one of those with me this time. I gave y'all my last one, dang it. Alright, so he needs a flint and steel. Priest, flint and steel. So, let's see if we can run this in the dark again. So then Alice in Wonderland, they just kidnap people off the street and basically make them play games to the death. And if you don't play the game, then you die. So in I guess that's true in both of them. In Squid Game, you have to play, and if you lose, you die. Like they shoot you. But in Alice in Wonderland, the games are deadly. And everybody's fitted with an explosive. No, lasers come out of the sky and kill you. Right. It's been a while since I've seen it. And, we got a skeleton. I guess we'll just kill you. Probably rather take the 2 hits there fighting him than just let him keep shooting me as I try to run away. And if you win, you get extra time. Because when your time runs out, laser shoots you. And so the deadly game, you either die in the game or you get time to stay alive. I keep hitting shift to get out of this because that's what the more modern version is. It don't work. I think in Alice in Wonderland they're trying to collect cards. Each game is associated with a playing card. And so they think that if they collect all 52 cards, then whoever has a full deck will be able to leave the game. And but no one's ever seen the higher the card, the more difficult the game. And so they've never done a higher than jacks, I think. Maybe higher than queens, I don't remember. Like I said, it's been a while. I liked it though, Alice in Wonderland was fun. I'm enjoying Squid Game as well. It's my favorite kind of horror genre. People trapped in terrible circumstances that if they'd work together, they'd survive, but they won't work together. Oh man, there was that French film here recently where they were all in a pit. It was pretty good. Cube is one of my favorites. should bring out some stump remover and get rid of those stumps. I say that every time, and then I never do it. Alright, let's go ahead and get this clay. Oh, is it a full thing? 10 blocks of clay. See if I can remember when to click it faster this time. I I usually don't talk about stuff, right, when I play this game, other than the game itself, but play a lot of D&D, and they got this guy who puts out advice on playing the game, who works for the company that makes D&D, and so they often take his rulings, I guess, on rules as how they're supposed to work, and so he released one today, or yesterday. It's got a pretty big thread on it at the moment that I was reading through. Whew, he is wrong on this one. There's just no way the game is supposed. I did it again. There's no way the game is supposed to work the way he's saying that it works. It's they have a spell invisibility, right? Makes your guy invisible. Simple. So in D&D, often what'll happen is the invisibility spell does not say what it does beyond rendering you. No, applying the condition of invisible to you, and so sometimes when they have I almost did it again. Sometimes when they have a condition or an ability or something like that, there'll be multiple parts to it. And so an example of this that I think probably gives a good idea of how this should work, as opposed to how he said this particular one works, is the Great Weapon Master feat. So Great Weapon Master feat has two abilities that it grants you. One, if you get a critical hit, which is rolling a 20 on the 20-sided dice, or you reduce a bad guy's hit points to 0, you get an extra attack as long as you made the attack with a melee weapon. You get an extra attack with your bonus attack, provided you used a melee weapon to do the initial attack. That's one of the abilities. And then the other one is, if you're using a heavy weapon, a heavy melee weapon, then you can subtract accuracy for bonus damage. It's a feat I love, use it all the time on my warriors, and it's great. So it doesn't require a heavy weapon for the first one. It does require a heavy weapon for the second one. right? So as long as a melee weapon, at least part of that feat will apply. Um, Now, the invisibility spell, which is what was being discussed, has applies the invisible condition to the player that casts or whoever's being turned invisible by the invisibility spell. And so invisible also has two parts. One of them makes it so they can't be seen. Right? That's what invisibility would be. The other part says that they then have advantage and disadvantage on attacks made by them or attacks made against them. Advantage on attacks they make, disadvantage on attacks made against them. Because they're invisible. Right? Makes sense. Can't see them, makes it harder to hit them, makes it harder to dodge them. Right? Nice, easy logic right there. I'm gonna throw this dirt out, man. I don't need it. I see that, but then I've got dirt. Dirt's easy to come by. So apparently they were discussing it because different people take that to mean different things. And so they have this rule or this tongue-in-cheek saying raw versus RAI. Rules as written versus rules as intended. So raw is if you have the invisibility condition applied to you, you get advantage and disadvantage, as I stated before. And so some people apparently, I would have never even thought this, take that to mean that even if the person has some means to break through your invisibility, like see invisibility or blind sense or true sight, which lets you see through invisibility, that it negates the first part, rendering you invisible, but doesn't negate the second part, giving you advantage on your attacks and disadvantage on attacks against you. Which makes no sense to me. And so he said that that is the way it's supposed to work. And my thought is that how can that be true? How does that work if being invisible grants you the invisible condition? The invisible condition makes it so you can't be seen and have advantage and disadvantage. But See Invis, True Sight, and Blind Sense all remove, for the person who has one of those three abilities, the condition invisible from the character. They're no longer invisible. To me, they no longer get the advantage and disadvantage. Simple as that. But that is not what he said. So it's a pretty funny giant thread I was reading through. It's a bad call, man. It's a bad call. There's the problem is, and this is the trick. If you're playing at home, you can play it however you want. If you're playing with friends, you play it however you want. But D&D also has leagues that you can join that have very specific rules. And so him stating that has made it so that probably those people who play in a league won't be able to alter the rules to make it work the way it logically would. Because there's just no way that See Invisible, which renders you visible, would still leave you with the invisible condition for the person who is seeing you, even though you're no longer invisible. Nope. There's no logic to what he said. None. You can't be both invisible and visible at the same time to the same person. It don't work that way. Anyways, that's got nothing to do with anything. So, I got 18 pots, so that's pretty cool. I wish my auto farm would work for wheat, but like I said, this does not work. So I am going to have to set up a new wheat farm. I guess I don't have to, but it would be nice to have access to wheat because this still isn't growing. And I'm going to gather by this fact here that wheat does not regrow because there is a full row of wheat just ready for me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this straw. Okay, before I do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it'd be everything I just got off this guy. I think I have some seeds actually inside still. We'll do that for now. So you basically get 1 wheat per... You get 2 wheat per... No, you get 1 wheat per 2 pots. Right? Because if I do a wheat, I have to turn it into seeds. So you only get 1 wheat for every 2 plants that you get to use yourself. Yeah, I don't have any here. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I do have some back here, though. I think you can make, like, hay bales or something out of this. Let's see. If I were wheat seeds... Oh, I've got 19 wheat seeds. Jeez. This makes a hay bale, right? No? Well, what is this straw for, then? Alright, one last thing here, and then we'll go. Straw. Interesting. So it's trash? I'm gonna keep it just in case. Just in case it does something at some point. Alright, well, with that, be brand the small things, lean the light. I will talk to you later.